Alright, hello my wonderful students. This is part 2 of foldable number 1. For this one here, we have y is equal to x times x minus 2 and times x plus 5. Once again, we're going to be finding the zeros of a polynomial function. Then we're going to go ahead and kind of show you what the graph would look like. Remember, this is a guesstimation graph. And then once you guys actually go ahead and plug it into the calculator, it'll give you a much better idea of what the graph is going to look like. And we're just going to kind of go over and show the different parts. Alright, so once again, these here, we're just going to go ahead and rewrite them as set them equal to 0. So x is equal to 0, x minus 2 is equal to 0, and x plus 5 is equal to 0. Once you guys get this, it's going to be a lot easier. You're going to start to realize that it's just the opposite of what's inside. And this is just setting itself equal to 0, so it's already equal to 0, which is great. Our x is already by itself. This one we still have to add 2 to both sides. This one we have to subtract 5 to both sides. This one we end up getting x is equal to 2, and x is equal to negative 5, which is our big differences here. So now that we have our three x's, our 3 zeros, we can go ahead and plot them. So we can go ahead and plot them in red. So our first one is going to be at 0. The next one is going to be at 2. And the next one is going to be negative 5. 2, 4, and in the middle would be negative 5. Okay, and then we look at our end behaviors, and we notice that we multiply the first three numbers. Be x times x times x would give us an x cubed. So this would be the end behavior. So you can multiply it all out if you want, but the end behavior is actually going to be based off our x cubed, and it is a positive odd. Positive odd means it's going to be in down up. So it's going to start from the bottom and then go up. Once again, we can get a couple test points, which we can do. And all you got to do is pick any number that's in between these. So I'm going to choose 1 in between this one. And then I'm going to choose negative 2. Seems like it's kind of in the middle of this in order to do that. So let's do negative 2 first. So we'll take our regular equation. We have y is equal to negative 2 times negative 2 minus negative 2 times negative 2 plus 5. So we have negative 2 times negative 4 times 3, 12, and 24. So this would be a positive 24. That's going to be way, way, way up here. We're just going to put the dot up there just for reference. And then we're going to go ahead and test our 1 that's in between these two here. So again, we have y is equal to negative, or positive 1. Positive 1 times 1 minus 2 times 1 plus 6, or 1 plus 5. And that would be equal to 1 times negative 1, which is negative 1, times 6 would be in negative 6. This would equal to negative 6. So that would be 2, 4, negative 6 at 1, which is about right there. So this one's going to kind of come from down here below, kind of touch this here, go all the way up, go down here, touch down here, and go all the way back up again. So it's going to look something similar to this. Remember, this is just a guesstimation, but this is how to actually find out using the end behavior, using the zeros, and picking points in between the zeros to kind of figure out what the graph is supposed to look like.